All right, chat. We need to talk about something here. You know how we talked about how there was a gooner that apparently sent $5 million to an OnlyFans girl, and then we had a Chinese man sending $500,000 to a streamer just just trying to make her say bro to him, you know? But we're not done yet. We're not done talking about degenerate things, you know. We still need to talk about more degenerate things. There's also a part 2 to that video as well, which we are going to be talking about today. And I was actually generally not expecting for a part 2 of the video. I was like, oh, okay, all right. It sounds pretty stupid in my personal opinion, but then no. Apparently, there's a part 2 to the video for the part 1. I'm just like, well, shit. That's a lot faster than I thought. But anyways, let's go take a look, shall we? Our good old friend Moist.
Her name's Lily Phillips. She recently did. Oh. Yeah, she recently did 100 men in 24 hours,
and literally did.
Wow, so she fucked 100 guys in a single day? That's crazy.
Yeah, like, so she had sex with 100 men in 24 hours as like a warm-up to her ultimate goal of 1,000 men in 24 hours. And we were just talking about
having sex with 1,000 guys in 24 hours. That sounds like a Mr. Beast video. Like a Mr. Beast video idea.
About how unbelievable that is. So Aaron worked out the math. It's, what is it per minute?
Might be wrong, but it's about 1:26 or so.
If all of them take
if all of them took the maximum time.
Do we know if they have to finish for it to
That's
count?
what I was gonna say. Is she just like enter, out, done, enter, out, done?
A lot of it hinges on the definition of having sex, right?
Yeah.
Like, if it's just penetration.
Get the board.
We have the whiteboard.
Because if it's every single man has to warm up before they get to the act, which implies
you can do groups.
What the
Sex doesn't group. We're going one by one.
There's
by one
two
by one.
whole.
There's more than two.
You could do 3.
Yeah, there's...
No oral?
That's so true.
Oral
Because
sex.
if a group is 3 people. Wait, you're absolutely right. Yeah, because look, here's.
You can triple those numbers.
So I'm reaching out to her right now.
Well... Okay, so if she's having 1,000 guys, right, in 24 hours, right? Here, let me see if I can do the math real quick. Let me see Because there is one thing. With the nastiest ever. That's very true. So, okay. So if she no, I'm not you'll understand why. So if she has 1,000 guys and she expected to do this in 24 hours, right? And it kind of really, like, some of the guys kind of vary depending on, like, how long they last and everything. Let me see. Hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Hold on. I got my handy dandy calculator here. Let me see. I don't know if it's gonna let me. I don't know if it's gonna let me do this though. But I got my handy dandy. I got my handy dandy calculator here for this thing, but I'm not too sure if it's gonna allow me to do it or not. But how can your body physically take it? Well, you'd be surprised, to be honest. You'd be surprised. Be surprised. I'd be surprised if she can. She did 100 guys in 24 hours. So apparently that's like a warm up. that was a fucking warm up to her. Apparently. She would be the world's soggiest biscuit. Yeah. Not wrong on that, nature. It'd be pretty. Yeah, even that wouldn't be under 24 hours. Okay, let me see. I don't know. At the end of the day, you humans fascinate me. How you find things like that. Okay, so let me see here. So if each session takes about 10 minutes, roughly about 10 minutes, right? She would need to be at least need to do it with 7 guys at a time. And if each for 10 minutes, if 10 minutes last for the guys, right? If she gave the most amazing blowjobs and the most amazing shit, right? That means she would have to do it with 7 guys at once. She's making Guinness World Record and making humanity proud. She should also be given Nobel Prize for it. Let me see. So if the session is 5 minutes, right? She would need to be with at least 4 guys at a time. 4 guys at a time to be less than 24 hours. But if she's doing it if she's doing it a 2-minute session, right? 2-minute session, she would need to be at least to do it with 2 men at a time. If it's under 2 minutes. But if it's 10 minutes, right, she would need to do it with 7 guys at the same time in order to reach 1,000. But it just kind of really depends. There's a lot of variables in between for that.
I'm saying is
You
the
drew her like a molecule.
Wait, hold on, let me see. Actually, yeah, she technically can actually service a 7 guys at once, actually. She actually can. It's possible. But if she's going beyond the limits, right? She can service technically 9 guys if she goes beyond the limits. It's possible. But I'm not gonna say how it's done though. It's possible, but it's really hard to pull it off though.
I'm saying, is 1,000 men in 24 hours real? What's your strategy? The math doesn't make sense if it's to completion. I have a ton of questions if you're up to answer.
Or she's just going for the guys who are going to come fastest. To like prove it.
Oh, because so she has applications. It's open casting call.
If you
She has applications for this? That's crazy.
Here, wait.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna still send this.
Yeah, I'll pull up the app.
24 times.
It is roughly 4.5 minutes.
Wait,
Oh,
no,
that's
time.
That's
Yeah,
doable.
because
counting
they're going in chunks
armpits?
of 3.
Are you counting?
No, that's
She can go up to 9 people at once. It's possible to have 9 dudes bang a single girl. It's possible, but it's fucking hard to do. Where can I sign up asking for a friend? Shut the fuck up.
That's not an orifice.
Are you counting
Just
ears?
mouth, anus,
Going
vagina.
Must be inside.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you said how many minutes?
4.3 minutes, which is like 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
That makes it, yeah, if they're going 3.
Just to assume one at a time.
Well, then
I would think.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Does hand count? Because then it could be groups of 5.
STD speed run? Dude, that is definitely... That is... No, but like, I assume they're gonna have to check on them in order for this to work, in my personal opinion. I don't think they're just gonna go willy-nilly buck wild on that, so, you know?
Oh, that's what I was
No, this is gonna be super thoroughly in-depth check to make sure nobody has STDs or anything like that. That's what it's gonna be, though. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how it works here in your guys' world, okay? We don't have stuff like that in the outer realms, so.
If you're including hand, what about feet? Yeah.
Some of us just reproduce asexually, so.
Feet goes
Really,
crazy.
you could realistically get to 6. You got the feet here.
Yeah.
But you're not finishing someone with
And
your
there's,
feet in that
it
amount
also
of
doesn't
time,
count.
right?
No,
Hey,
no
there are
one,
some people out
I
there.
was gonna say,
no one would say.
Nobody counts
I
that.
had
Yeah,
sex after.
Yeah,
Good
that's
hand
true.
Which then I would argue takes out the mouth.
I would say almost takes out orifice.
But
Yeah,
oral
yeah.
sex, hand jobs are not hand sex.
What is the book of Guinness?
You can
It's just sex in general.
also do titty.
Hey, sleazy.
Can you imagine that scenario? There's 4 dudes on the ground.
I know how it's going to be done. I know how it's going to be done. I can already picture it. It can technically go up to 9 on a single girl. It's possible. But it's not practical though. It's not practical to do.
Like titty got you moved.
Be a part. She does not. She says 1,000 men in 24 hours. She doesn't say 1,000 men penetration in 24
I'm
hours.
going
I don't know if she
Look,
can legally say.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna put in my Google search what we're all scared to say. What counts as sex?
Yeah, define.
She did the 100 men in
Right.
24 hours. That was full, and she actually showed the aftermath, like all of the liquids, the fluids, like.
Oh.
That's crazy. She showed the aftermath. Oh man, dude.
Like the
Did
way she
they?
was
Did
featured.
those men arrive?
They
Wait,
arrived.
have you?
I believe.
All 100?
I believe it was all 100.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Google's not.
There's a video for that? Damn, that's fucking crazy. I did not even knew there was a video for that. That's fucking crazy, dude. The white delegation needs to control their snow buddies. Hey man, the black delegation likes to form bonds with the white delegation, okay? So, I'm just saying. How much you want to bet that the black delegation are going to be joining in on that?
helping because it said Planned Parenthood says
Oh yeah, thanks.
what sex, vaginal sex, oral sex. I can see it. Anal sex. Crazy to jump that below mouth,
Yeah.
but you know.
I looked up what sex and it said awesome.
Yeah.
I went to Catholic school. This is all new to me. So.
Yeah, true.
Fingering hand jobs.
That just doesn't.
It doesn't feel like it does, but then it says dry humping or rubbing, and that
Oh,
doesn't-
that's for the Mormon community.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And then it says masturbation, and it's like, well, that's an Ouroboros.
Yes.
Like that's
Yeah.
What
self-fulfilling
I'm
prophecy.
saying is right now we.
She probably
have to
doesn't need a
decide
water
what we
break.
consider sex. That's the important part.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Probably
have to-
right.
No, it's not us.
It's her.
It's about her.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is what she said after the 100.
Yeah.
We had a whole waiting room, made sure the participants had a bit of time as well to go through and think about it and stuff like
I'm just letting you know. I know it's possible to have 9 guys on a single girl because it is possible. It's possible. Now, like I said previously, right? It's not practical to do it. Right? It's not there's certain criteria that needs to be met in order for you to do that. Cuz like I'm trying to picture it in my scenario on my head though. But yeah. I'm not gonna say it.
like that. Had to obviously sign forms, so it gave them thinking time.
I'm just gonna let your imagination. I'm gonna let you guys just connect the dots. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Obviously, they've already applied for it a month in advance, and once we got to the room, it was genuinely, I filmed it super amateur, gave them my iPhone, filmed it POV because a lot of them didn't want their faces in it. Wow. Super amateur, didn't want all of this. I didn't want all of this, like I can imagine going into actual porn studio be intense. Some of them
Makes
were
sense.
definitely nervous. I had such a mixture, like it was genuinely, you go onto the street and every different looking person, they all kind of came, and there was like one person that showed up at all. Why aren't you going into detail about this?
Yeah,
What
we
it
don't
is?
care about that.
I feel like some people might wonder, like, what it was like to just look at 100 people.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. 100 guys. Will show how a 9v1 works in her hentai game. So wishlist when it comes out. I'm not making hentai games.
Right? No, but yours is 24 hours. I
No,
think,
she
right?
took 14
Oh,
hours.
Yeah.
14 hours.
See?
Yeah, but the math is crazy. She's not going for 200. She's going for 10x.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
she did.
No,
Well,
you're
she-
right.
Is probably
That's-
what she was saying there politely is that the holdup was the guys. She's saying that she could do
I
it.
think that's true.
So in the video where she was showing it, I'm pretty sure it's all penetrative because she had like a ton of condoms. She was like, and this was
Okay.
the condoms that
I'm
we
glad
all
she's
use. So
safe.
that I think it has to be penetrative.
Why don't we
for her.
pull it
How
up on
tall
here and
is
blur it?
1,000
Yeah.
condoms? How tall is 1,000 condoms? Just unopened.
It's a lot. Like,
Like-
101 was a vase this big.
Jesus Christ, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot. So, worth mentioning, the record she's aiming to beat is 919 men in one day, held by Lisa Sparks.
919 guys in a single day, dude. So you have to start basically from 1 o'clock in the morning all the way to 12 o'clock in the morning. Damn, that's crazy, dude.
Y'all know Lisa.
Someone already did over 900 guys already. That's crazy.
Of course.
Bless. And she did that in 2004 in Poland.
What if we got in contact with Lisa and we were like, listen, someone's coming for your crown.
Oh, and then we
And we
facilitate-
train her to hold the record.
Can you?
Okay, so if we're back to penetrative
It's gotta
sex,
be one.
that means it has to be one at a time, which
Yeah.
means that it's a minute and 26 seconds.
For Lisa Sparks, it was, judging by this, and she spent roughly 45 seconds with each man.
45 seconds for each guy? Okay, so if it's only penetration, right? It's only penetration. So it would have to be 4 guys on her. It would have to be she can do 4 at a time. If she's gonna go like that, 4 at a time. She could do that. But if it's 1 at a time, it literally has to be like less than 45 seconds. Like, but then in order for you to do that, right? I think most of them would have to be virgins because they have no sex experience, and then they would come the fastest. That's how that it would be, you know? Is triple penetration even possible? Yes. I've seen up to 4.
He must have been hot.
Okay.
What
Well,
did they
now,
all finish?
That's the thing.
That's
It
what I
sounds like
don't know.
is
Like I said, it's not practical. That's why.
it
Done
to
sounds like-
completion.
All our lives as men, we've been made fun of for being fast boys.
Right.
This is a contest. You're only getting in the door if you're the
Yeah.
fastest.
Yeah.
Only the Sonics get in the door.
Email a photo of your ID and a photo of you holding your ID to your face to this email. So It says be a part of the record-breaking event of the year, January 2025.
January 2025 is when this is going to begin. That is so fucking crazy, to be honest. Holy shit, dude. That is oh my god, that shit is gonna go fucking crazy.
Hey, Chelsea, do you know what we're talking about today?
No, what are you talking about today?
I don't know that you want to know, Chelsea.
Is it the woman that's trying to have sex with 1,000 men?
Yes!
That's crazy. Get it, girl!
Alright, so I think
Oh, I love her. That's great. That's fantastic.
until she answers, the only thing we can go off of is it's at most is 2.
I'm finding a little more info.
No, you can have up to 4 on one, you know. You can. Imagine cleaning that room afterwards. Bro, you gotta get a big enough room to fit 1,000 guys. That's the craziest thing. You need to get a room to fit 1,000 guys.
So Lisa Sparks did it in 04 for the world
But they're using condoms. So
gangbang championship.
There's a championship.
It was the 3rd annual world gangbang championship.
Is there a belt?
annual gangbang championship. That's crazy to hear.
Is there a trophy?
No, this insinuates a rule set.
Yeah, it does.
So we can agree that after a certain event, there was a shift where they decided we need to do gangbang events.
Yes.
2001, something happened, and they were like, we gotta start doing gangbang competitions.
Yeah, what do you think it was?
I don't know.
Is 919 the first record?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because I know there's porn conventions. There's porn conventions. If you guys didn't know about that, there's actually legit porn conventions where you could meet your AV, your AV idols at a convention. So I thought Japan was weird. Man, Japan is, there are some weird stuff. Like my half Japanese brethren are sure are weird, but this one's definitely taking up the cake though. I'm not gonna lie. Watch like in the next like 10 or like 20 years, someone's gonna do like 2,000 guys in 24 hours.
It followed a pattern of this. It was controversial. So like the Warsaw mayor actually like illegalized it right before it happened. They still did it.
It's like a speakeasy.
You can't stop
Yeah,
love.
right.
You can't stop love, Charlie.
It's like
So
Footloose.
the previous year, Mariana Rokita had a 759
That's
one-day
so
performance.
impressive.
Yeah.
759 guys? Damn, dude, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's kind of washed though, because she got absolutely
blown.
demolished the next year.
Come on.
R/am I the asshole for not going to the gangbang hangout?
They have a WordPress.
Oh,
wow,
well,
I
that's-
forgot that existed.
Well,
Wait, maybe
maybe
not.
Is there a meta build?
that'll help you for the World Gangbang Championship was thrown at Eroticon.
Here's a
Eroticon.
fun little fact for you from this site.
Just letting you know, also Japan also has like a convention, like a serious not safe for work convention. If you guys didn't know about that, like they wear like super revealing lewd cosplays. Like it's kind of crazy, to be honest.
19% of guys polled said they would.
Who's gonna be the first VTuber VR edition?
would have sex with Brad Pitt if it meant they could have Angelina Jolie afterwards.
Okay, wait. So 1 in 5 in this room?
This is a whole new thing. Are you topping Brad Pitt or are you bottom?
Yeah.
Like, are you switching? Like, there's so much that comes into it.
as sex?
No, if it's Brad Pitt, you just say yes, dude.
You tried to go for 1,001,
Yeah.
but quit after 319.
Why?
I don't know. There's levels to this thing apparently.
Yeah, I imagine I heard, yeah.
Well, you gotta. She must not have trained for it.
Yeah.
You can't just go and.
You build up.
build up a tolerance.
50 a day, I think.
You gotta
is a good
stretch.
pace.
Yeah, you probably have to build up a tolerance for it.
Oh yeah, took place in secret on October 16th. The mayor did engage police and other city services to block the championship. Police all day
God.
were cursing cruising through Warsaw looking for the place where the championship
Oh
was.
my god.
Never
Could you
found
imagine?
How do you hide 919? Or, 919.
It's just a McDonald's with a line out the door, and they're like, "That's normal."
They
Oh
brought
my
the grid back.
The
god.
police state stopping the gangbang is hilarious. You have to. You can't be looking like you're ready to have sex. You got to be so
Like
uninteresting
mid-
looking.
The event was transmitted on the internet on sexrecordwithak.com.
Great.
It was covered by Mark Medoff, which is Adult Press Service, Los Angeles, the American photographer and reporter. They let people in. Why can't we go?
Well, and so here, back to the Lily Phillips, she's planning on doing 300 in a couple of weeks. So she's working up to it.
Smart. That's smart.
Is Lily Phillips the name of the person?
Oh.
Yeah.
There's actually literally girls who are actually working their way up to have hundreds of guys banging a single girl. That's crazy to hear. That's legit straight up crazy to hear.
Charlie, that might be
No,
tryouts.
I was like,
oh, good for the men.
Why
Yeah.
would you do that when you know 1,000 is coming up?
Yeah.
Here it says that she had sex in the 2004 world record by Lisa Sparks, bless her heart. In 12 hours, she completed 919 men.
She found a
every
dream team.
every 45 seconds.
12 hours? I did not expect that. Holy shit, dude.
They switched out.
That stat pattern.
That shows potential for over 1,800 in 24 hours.
She was doing crank like a little bit of the men doing the work, and then they come in, do
No,
their
that's
business.
just how long men last usually.
I think standards thrown out the window.
Sorry.
That's a really long
Also,
time.
Thank you for the follow, so
apparently
welcome,
Lisa
welcome.
Sparks was competing against 2 other women. They were all in the same room, just chilling.
And each contact was carefully watched and rated and counted by a judge. Each one had a
Okay,
judge.
so there is an officiate there.
How do you get
Yeah.
the license for that? How can you say I'm the official thrust counter at the World
Yeah,
Gangbang
right?
Championship?
God,
Somebody
where are
comment.
the
I'll do it.
rules?
If you are a counter at the World Gangbang Championship,
Reach out.
can you message us?
No, the rule set.
I think the last time that they had it though was in 2004 in Poland.
Wait, it grows.
Huh?
She got bored during this and ordered McDonald's.
Oh,
Well,
come
she
on.
needs it. She's an athlete.
It was a sponsorship.
You gotta feel that.
Yeah, you're gonna feel
Let's
it.
be fair. If you're taking
Yeah.
1,000 men in 24 hours, there's definitely a calorie deficit.
Oh,
there. Like,
yeah.
you
Also,
need-
you
you're
need
gonna
to
have to
eat
consume.
in 24
Yeah.
hours.
I assume, yeah.
What's crazy to me is we've never once assumed
Time
she's
to
gonna
let
sleep
go as a
or go to the
judge.
bathroom or anything.
Yeah.
Just sit down.
That
And
is,
yeah,
that is a time loss.
it is a time
You're right,
loss.
You're right.
But can you imagine just sitting down and being like, for the next day, I'm getting railed and nothing else?
Also, for
That's
the
crazy.
you guys were talking about time like in a door or with a curtain. It is just an open room. Like the men are literally just lined up. There's no time.
Yeah, they're going for Guinness World Record.
loss when it comes to physical like mechanics of
It has to
walking
be.
into the room or anything like
But
that.
she was saying for the one that she did, it was amateur POV, and there was like a private space.
But that was the
right?
100-person.
That was the 100-person. She's gonna have to figure something
She's
out.
doing 300 next.
So if they wanted to optimize,
Chase, is that recording?
Yep.
Okay.
if they wanted to optimize it, they'd have to be like a squirter, right?
Yeah, that's
Then you don't
What?
have to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
you are hurting.
All right, so we're gonna circle all the way back.
Yeah.
I think we've successfully concluded
It'll be penetrative.
Yep.
penetrative
And
2 at once.
I think it's one at a time.
It's
gotta
gonna
be
be
one.
At least in Warsaw, it was one at a time.
It's gonna be one at a time? Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
It was
gonna,
one at a
it's
time.
gonna be
You
one at a
found that.
time.
I couldn't find the rules.
I found it. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to know why she stopped at 919. Like you already went that long, just go for 1,000.
She had like 10 more hours too.
She probably thought no one would beat it, right? Like, you get to the top, you're like,
Yeah, I figured there were a lot of other
Mind over
prohibitive
matter.
things.
Yeah, but it probably hurt.
Someone achieved 919 guys in 12 hours. That's fucking crazy to hear. 919 guys in 12 hours. She could have literally gone over 1,000 guys in 24 hours And she probably would have had the highest record. That's crazy.
Heard it like 200.
Yo, one
Like-
of the people dropped out at 319. It's
What do
just
you mean one of the people, like one of the guys?
Honestly,
no. It was a
That's
girl.
crazy.
Was this the one with the cops? Was this the one where they were looking for it illegally?
Yeah, the world.
Oh, maybe they got busted.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
that,
they
or
did.
they literally ran out of guys who could get past the police.
That's true.
Could
There-
you
919 people is a lot of people.
There's 1,000 people in
Yeah,
the place.
that's a lot of people.
could you imagine being in like I assume like a big ass warehouse? I don't know where else you would do that.
Yeah.
And then someone goes, oh, shut the fuck up! Like, the cops are here. Everyone stop fucking.
It's
Like,
so crazy. That's the fun. And there's 3 people behind him are just banging.
Lincoln's dial jerking off.
yeah, did the Space Marine suits have like a built-in like gooning device?
Oh, they've
They
got to.
must.
It's like the medical devices Charlie wants to see.
Okay.
I remember, not on that guy. I just remembered a really cool facet about it because I'm pretty sure I looked it up on stream. So I think the guy was going for the most sex in one day, and in order for it to count for him, they actually had to measure how much ejaculate he got out.
Oh, there was a threshold?
There was a threshold.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
For guys is different.
Blanks doesn't count.
Yeah. This is a great time to tease one of the videos we're working on.
That's pretty funny.
The fertility in
yeah.
the coming weeks. The coming
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
We're all taking fertility tests where you have to be, what is it, sterile?
3 days charged. No,
3 days.
not
3
sterile.
days.
Celibate, thank you.
Yeah, we're just trying
No,
to
that's a
figure-
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do anything for 3 days.
Luckily, none of us hang out with like girls or anything. Or
We're
have
all
like,
gonna
wives or married or
walk
anything.
in here like silverback gorillas.
Everyone walks in, he's just fucking shoving everybody. Oh, oh.
Found a little more. Found a little more info. So the
That's
guy
still
who
crazy.
set the record did it in 2022. It was 57 women in Singapore and was immediately rushed to the hospital.
Oh my.
Damn, so a guy did it with 57 women in Singapore. But then had to go to the doctor because of it. I'm wondering why. Hey Kuji.
I was gonna say that's still.
That's great.
People say it's.
Did he hit the
57.
threshold? He hit the threshold every single time.
I think this is the guy that had to get measured.
Like the refractory period alone is rough.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be hopped up on medication. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
chugging Gatorade and Pedialyte, like you're replenishing your
I-
electrolytes.
Imagine explaining. Yeah, you're fucking like you go to the hospital and it's like, what's wrong with him? He's like, oh, he had sex with like 57 women.
I've always said it. Men just have it harder.
We do.
Men just have it harder.
That's what we do.
Like we literally die. We can literally die from fucking
Chelsea
like.
just sat up like someone stabbed her in her back with a needle.
No, Monique can't do that.
Oh my god.
Slightly
How to
overrated
sex?
there.
Not really.
That's right.
Every
It's just fucking ridiculous numbers of like how one person can have so much sex.
time every guy gets a day, sees how many times it can happen in one day. That's how many votes you get. Election season comes around. That's how many
Oh.
votes you
I was
get.
like, I thought you
No,
just
no,
meant
no.
our group, and I was like, what are we voting on?
You get election season comes around, and it's like, well, the Democrats have like, the average Democrat load is like 15. They get like 15
That's
votes
the
each.
smartest thing I've ever heard you say. I like that.
That kind of goes crazy.
Yeah, we can only elect big comers from now.
How do I get like that guy? Well, you want to end up in a hospital? Be my guess, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
You ain't a.
Basically doing insults will just have an advantage.
Yeah.
wouldn't they?
Yeah.
He did not sleep with 57 women.
Fraud.
Was it men?
It was no.
That's a bad idea to end up with many women. I'm just letting you
No,
know.
that guy made it up.
What a fraud. Wait, what?
Trust me, people who have fantasies or so that want a harem, it's just kind of like
Wait, just make up your own right now.
They lied on the
having a harem is not a good thing to have.
Yeah, why
No, apparently none of that's real, I guess.
He just went to the hospital because it happened once and he was like,
I don't know. Maybe it's just people want to do just stupid things. You know. At the end of the day, you guys are human beings.
I don't know what's happening.
I guess it means
I don't have to explain why harems are bad. So It's kind of obvious when you kind of logically think about it. Trust
It
me.
just started circulating around.
When you
back
think
in
about it and sit
2017.
down,
The
you will
debate was
understand why.
long on it.
We've got kind of an
If
idea.
you don't know, that means you're just really young.
We know for sure the most important thing is that Charlie's got to shoutcast the event for sure.
Well, if not me, someone in the field should be shoutcasting.
Yeah, it would be a real shame
I hate harems. I do not want to be a part of a harem. I don't even want a harem.
if they don't have the preeminent experts there.
Yeah.
It should be the two like old people Muppets that sit in like the theater balcony.
Absolutely.
I thought you were gonna say the Boros twins for a second.
Oh, the
Da Vinci.
The Da Vinci.
I would do that.
If
I
only
will
for the
extend this because I'm assuming you agree. If you
Dude, that's
apply
crazy,
and are
though.
accepted, we will cover your flight to go.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. You know what the crazy thing about this as well? This is not even all of it either. There's a part 2 to this. There is literally a part 2 of this.
I posted a video 2 days ago that showed myself and some of Florida's top minds.
Here it is. Part 2. Harem sounds like a dream, but if you really think about it, just imagine the smell. No, it's not that. It's not that. I'm talking about harem. First step to get many women. Sub to code to receive her blessings. Don't know to code. Get unlimited stamina. You're good to go after that.
Getting together using math and science to figure out exactly how this woman named Lily Phillips was going to try and accomplish the
Thank you for the follow.
inhuman feat of having sex with 1,000 men in 24 hours.
Yep.
Like, that is something that Stan Lee would be recruiting for his Avengers squad in real life. There's also been doctors
Just no
coming out
Karen.
urging her
That's nice.
not to do this. It's too extreme. This will be a cooter catastrophe. And I think the experts are right in their concern here. I may not be a vaginal scholar, I don't know everything there is to know about the vagina, but I do know that 1,000 of anything is a lot. I would probably get winded and need to go to the hospital if I chewed 1,000 pieces of gum in 24 hours. Couldn't even imagine 1,000 penis. Like, this is one of those things that I think could probably even kill Wolverine. Like, if Wolverine...
Oh man, that's funny. That's
tried
great.
to take 1,000 dick in the butt, his ass would die. That he wouldn't be able to regenerate that, even with the adamantium and regeneration factor at play. Like, this is something that is actually unbelievable that she's going to try and accomplish.
She could
The
even
human
die.
body
Yeah.
wasn't designed to withstand that level of pounding. And
That's true. Yeah, like 100%. Like, the human body has limits. Too much of a good thing is bad for the human body. Luckily enough, I'm not human, so that's a different story for me. So
we had more questions than answers, so I went to the source directly, asking her, about strategy and all kinds of different questions, and she actually got back to me.
Deadpool concern. Chat, I swear to fucking God, you guys are creating some fucking funny ass shit.
A lot of people have been wondering, did she respond?
Wait, is the 1,000 men in 24 hours thing real? What's your strategy? The math doesn't make sense. If it's the completion, I have a ton of questions if you're up to the answer. Haha. Just saw the video. It was making me howl. And yes, it's real. I can answer all your questions. That's fucking crazy, dude. That is crazy.
And the answer is yes. So yesterday on stream, before playing Path of Exile 2, I got together with the chat and we started to come up with a list of questions that we wanted answers to. So I'm going to show you how that went, and I'll give you an update on everything there.
Okay,
but I know
let's
you
take a
also
listen. Let's
have
take a
question right
listen.
now, which is, where can I get that beautiful, classified, Moist Global hoodie? Well, you can go to moistglobal.com to pick up this bad boy. This classified line is all about aliens and redacted documents, because I love that shit so much. So there's hoodies, there's sweatpants, there's
That's cool.
a beanie and a hat. The hat has a cute alien on it, but I left it at the warehouse because I was wearing it yesterday. It's a great line. Check it out. Just saw the video about the girl trying 1,000 dudes is crazy. Yeah, the little, like, Grand Slam sampler. She actually got back to me. When Matt and Danny hop on, we can start,
Path of Exile 2.
I've
I've been hearing a lot of great things about
how she plans to tackle
it.
1,000 dudes in 24 hours. 1,000 dudes over a lifetime is common, but 24 hours? What? 1,000 dudes over a lifetime is common?
I don't know about that one, to be honest. I don't think I've ever met a single girl that has done it with 1,000 guys throughout their lifetime.
I don't know about that. I don't know where you're getting your data from.
Hey, welcome. I love
anime
seeing
or something.
my YouTube community come hang out
I'll tell
with
you
me.
right now. Quad digits, not common. I haven't even jorked it 1,000 times. That's true. That's a really good question. I bet I also haven't reached 4 digits on masturbation. Rookie.
Hey, Surin, how you doing there?
Numbers. Well,
Surin, are you the one who made like fan art of me? I'm trying to find out who it was again. I kind of forgot.
never
It's been
done
such a
more than like
while.
one peepness stretch like a day. So we'll do some math. Probably started when I was like 12, 13, so about 17 years worth of experience. And then I didn't, like, even going through puberty, I didn't masturbate much. So we'll do like an average of like, let's just do like 3 times a month. We'll use that number here. I'm gonna break out the calculator. So if I did 3 times a month every year for the last 17 years, I will have only played the skin flute 612 times. But then it's impossible to know for sure, because then there'd be some months where I'd do more, where I'd get like really feverish. But I think it'd be close. I don't know if I've actually
It's on my watch later.
done like 1,000 jerks 3 times a month. Yeah, I really did not hit it that hard.
Okay, so funny story how he's talking about that. I have a guy friend. I talked about this on stream, right?
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You too much. Twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist!
Oh, I was gonna say if I can use it to practice coloring. That's why. I wanted to ask. I was trying to find who it was. That's why. Anyways, back to the subject. Before I go off topic. So I talked about this on stream before. Thank you for the follower. So welcome. So I have a guy friend.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You
too much.
twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist!
Yeah, I just want to practice a certain shading style. A certain shading style. That's why.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. Twist his dick!
Twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his
Oh
dick!
my god.
Oh, dick twist!
Oh my god.
Oh, dick twist! Grab his dick and twist it!
All right.
Oh my god, dude, this
I'm gonna
is
have
an
to.
MMA
I'm gonna have
fight, dude.
to. I'm gonna have to stop this for now.
Twist his dick!
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude. Oh my god, this is an MMA fight, dude. Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
Sorry, but it looks like people don't seem to understand that when you ruin for everybody, right? It only takes one person to ruin everybody. So for now, I will be taking the redeems away for quite some time until you guys learn to not spam the shit out of it. So for now, it's gonna be like that. So I will be bringing back redeems after 2 weeks until you guys have learned to not spam the shit out of it, you know, when we're literally talking about things, you know. But yes, sorry, but it's gonna be taken away for now, so that's your guys' fault. It only takes one person to ruin it for everybody, so. And it's pretty much about it, so. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, we got rules here. You know, if you spam the living shit out of the redeems, I just take them away. It's very simple as that. I'm not here to butts if or ands about it. I will take away the redeems and no talk about it. So that's all I gotta say. I give rewards to my community because they've been fun and they enjoy it. But if you're gonna spam the living shit out of it, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna have to take them away for now. So they're gonna be taken away for quite a while. So it's not my fault. You guys decided to do it. So like I said, they're there for you guys to have fun with. But if you guys are gonna abuse it, I'm just taking them away. That's it. It's simple as that. So it's just as simple as that. It only takes one person to ruin it for everybody. I nominate Kitty Coochie's points to be confiscated. You mean 22? I don't really care how many people are watching me, to be honest, because I don't really look at my numbers. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, back to the story that I wanted to say before I was really interrupted. So you know how like he's talking about like how many times that he would stroke his schlong or so in a month or something like that, or in a year or something or whatever, you know. As Uncle Ben once said, with no cooldown on redeems comes great responsibility. Well, it has cooldowns on them, so surprisingly enough. But I guess I'm gonna have to nerf the redeems and increase their spending. So, but anyways, let me tell you guys about the story. So so I know some of you guys don't know, but I have a guy friend who told me that like this is what I said specifically. You know how like there's Project Melody, the VTuber Project Melody and everything, right? Well, I have a guy friend who's literally the opposite gender of Project Melody. And he has also, stroke. He just masturbated, right? He masturbates, right? He's told me about this. Cause like we were just good friends and everything like that. He got comfortable with saying this funny story specifically for me, where he woke up one morning to have like morning wood, right? It's just typical what every guy has, right? Morning wood, typical thing, right? So he was telling me about it, right? Because he thought this was a funny story to share this with me, and he literally jerked his fucking shit off from the moment he woke up until like what, 6 in the afternoon, or a little bit more later, somewhere around there. So basically the moment he woke up with morning wood, it was like around like 9 or 8 in the morning. He literally like, because like he has to do things, right? It was his day off anyway, so he didn't have anything to do specifically for that, and which is fine, right? Because for some apparent reason, right, 3 days out of the entire year, right, it's fucking random for some apparent reason. He told me. Can you explain that again? Like I said, 3 times out of the entire year, for some apparent reason, he becomes in heat, For some apparent reason, he becomes in heat. So, I guess this must have been the one of those days, I guess. I don't know. It happens 3 times a day. Not 3 times a day, but 3 times throughout the entire year. Only 3 times, but it's random. It's not always consistent. It's always random. So it happens randomly for some apparent reason. I don't know why, but his stamina goes through the fucking roof. And he literally jerked his shit off from the moment he woke up all the way until like 6 in the afternoon, and it would not go down, not even once. It's consecutively right afterwards. He told me this story And I thought this was the most funniest shit I have ever heard in my entire life. And I thought, like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, were you okay afterwards? Like, were you able to walk afterwards? And he was like, oh yeah, no, I was completely fine. I had no problem whatsoever. Like after that, you know, I was just waiting for my stupid dick to go down. Is what he was saying. It was probably the most craziest out-of-pocket story I've ever heard from my friend that told me. And he was like, and I was just like, oh my fucking god, dude. I feel sorry for like any woman who is going to be with you if that specific day happens, you know, and it's gonna be really funny, you know. And I'll be honest with you, it's probably pretty freaking hilarious to hear and witness. Also, Zen, take it easy, Zen. Don't make me put you in timeout for now. But like I said, it was pretty crazy to hear it. So apparently, like, he did it for like what? If he, let me see, from I think it was somewhere from like 8 to 9 in the morning. So I'm gonna say 8 just to be safe. It's somewhere between 8 or 9 in the morning. So let me see. So he was literally jerking his shit off for 10 hours. Roughly 10 hours? Am I doing my math correctly? Yeah. So basically, you know, for 10 hours. Depends when he woke up. It's between somewhere around like between 8 or 9 in the morning. So that's pretty much it. So he jerked his shit off consecutively, non-stop. Like non-stop. No breaks. There was like no breaks in between. So it was from freaking from 8. I'm just gonna say 8. If it's 9, it's 9, you know. Then he did it 9 hours or so. But he did it from there to there consecutively. And like it's just kind of like, man, dude, he honestly couldn't. Honestly, it was kind of like the most craziest thing to hear, that he like jerked his shit off and it wouldn't go. Apparently, it wouldn't go down. It's like he took what are those pills specifically? You know what it was? What are those pills that you take or so for like older gentlemen or so that they can't get it up anymore? I forgot what they're called, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But though, like he took it, like it almost looked like he took one of those. He doesn't take any of those, you know. And his shit, for some apparent reason, his shit just won't go down for some fucking apparent reason. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be sorry. I'm gonna be worried and sorry for any girl who decides to tie the knot with him. I'll be honest with you. I can't wait for him to tell me the story. I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I fucking, you know, we had like 10 hours of like nonstop sex or something. Because like I assume he'll probably need to find someone to saturate his taste specifically for it. So, but who knows? We'll see. Like I said, it's a pretty funny story. Like he told me about it. You know, he has no problem of me sharing the story or so. But he's basically the opposite gender of Project Melody. If he became a VTuber, he's pretty much, you know, male version of Project Melody. So yeah. So what happened was he held it, and then woke up one day. What are you talking about? No, he had morning wood when he woke up. You know.
Hard back in the day. How's she gonna find 1,000 men to sign up for it? She has applications. She's doing
we're playing it later.
Call. I don't know what the requirements are, which is a question I'd like to ask her. I'll do like a bullet point format. What are the requirements?
Sorry about that. There you go. Forgot to add this back. I think that would be more of a whole day would. It probably would be, to be honest.
Of the athletes that apply?
No.
Is it to completion?
You're too early. You're too new in my chat.
What
So.
counts as sex? Ooh, that's another good question. Will they be tested? Because I imagine she doesn't want to contract like 1,000 STDs. So, what about STD concerns? Do you have like what would be like a vaginal masseuse? A gynecologist? Probably not a gynecologist, but someone to like 1,000 dudes in 24 hours. Like her pussy's gonna blow up. Like you won't survive. You'd need a professional, but I don't even know what professional would specialize in that. So I don't know how to ask that.
If you come hang out multiple times or so and get to know me and have a good time to hang out with me, then we can talk about adding more emotes. So.
I guess here. I'll do it all encompassing. Do
but
you
you're
have
too
a pit
new
crew?
here, so.
I'll put in parentheses in case she doesn't watch NASCAR or F1 or anything.
You gotta earn it.
Team
You gotta earn it
that
here. You
will
can't just willy-nilly
help.
control me. This is my stream at the end of the
How will
day,
she
and I
eat
take
or
control
pee?
of how it
Another
works
good
here.
question.
So.
Are there bathroom breaks? Food breaks? Catering?
Just come hang out
for
with me. Just come hang out with me. That's it. Just come hang out with me. I'm not asking
Nice.
a lot. I'm not asking you. I'm literally not asking you to donate. I'm not asking you to subscribe. I'm not asking you for anything. Just come hang out and chill. That's it, you know?
Maybe they can
That's
prepare
all it is.
themselves beforehand
That's
and
literally
immediately.
it. Nothing,
That's not even gonna
nothing
be a
else.
good speedrun strat. The only real speedrun strat you can do for this is you would start naked, so you don't have to waste time taking clothes off. So you just have a queue of 1,000 naked men, and it's just like a assembly line that you go down. That's the only way. That's the only real speedrun shortcut. That's wrong. You'll also need lube.
Basically, eternal hangout.
Oh, good question. That's a good question to ask. How do I ask that? Lube question? I'll just do lube question mark.
That's kind of weird.
I don't even know how to phrase it. I think she'll know what I mean. Is she going to start from smallest to biggest? That'd be a good strategy. I don't think it'd save time or anything, but it would definitely help with pain, I would imagine. Will there be fluffers for the next 10 or so dudes so they aren't soft when it's their turn? I already asked about like her pit crew. I'll specify fluffers though, because I imagine that has to be a necessity here. I don't even, man, my questions read like a caveman asking them. Will there be
do not ask any personal questions as well, because I will not answer any personal questions.
Fluffers so time isn't lost on softness to hardness. I don't know what's going on with my brain right now. I'm not asking questions in a coherent way. There, that's a much better way of asking that. Will there be a team of fluffers so time isn't lost waiting for erection? Because you could lose a lot of time on that. And especially if if they go past the 1 minute 26 seconds allotment because someone can't get hard, you'd have to like throw out the contestant and bring someone in quick, because there's no way you'd already lose too much time.
I love how he's talking about like strategies and shit like that for this. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny. Like, it's so freaking hilarious.
I will ask that though, because I imagine optimal position would be doggy, right? That'd be the quickest entry, and they wouldn't have to worry about like going on like splaying out. I said, what position is used for optimized speed? Yeah, I'll just start with these questions, and then if more arise when Matt and Danny get here, I'll throw it to her. I already asked if it's to completion and everything. All here, just so that way we're all on the same page. The questions I asked were, what are the requirements of the athletes that apply? Is it to completion? What counts as sex? What about STD concerns? Do you have a pit crew, team of experts that specialize in pain management? Do you have a team that organizes the participants? Are there bathroom breaks, food breaks, catering for athletes, lube? Will there be a team of fluffers so time isn't lost waiting for erections? What position is used for optimized
Like I said, this
speed?
is a my stream, and the way how I do
There should
it
be a
is the
few
way how
hundred
I
on
do
the
things,
bench
okay?
just in case. Where is this going to take place? A place where you can fit more than 1,000 people? No. So, at our round table meeting about it, we concluded that what's likely going to be the case is people are going to have time blocks. So it won't be 1,000 dudes all at once in a queue. It'll be like probably batches of like 20 dudes that show up at this time, another batch of 20 dudes that show up at this time. That kind of organization would be my guess.
Interesting, that makes sense.
Because you're not going to find a place for 1,000 naked dudes. Like, not even Ram Ranch can handle that amount.
How does someone join? Just curious. Gosh, you move. Please no. Please no.
So it's going to be blocks and showing up.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. Also, Lily responded, so I tossed her a bunch of questions, so hopefully we'll get some more clarity on that soon.
What was her response?
Oh, she said that she thought it was fun, our conversation, and she'll answer all the questions that we have. So I sent her a huge list of questions, and now they're not there anymore for some reason because it said she has vanish mode on, so I don't know what that means.
Ah, shit. Now the real question is, did she approve us to go shoutcast?
She didn't say anything about that. Vanish mode is a feature on Instagram that lets users send messages that disappear after they're viewed. Oh, that's nice. That means she viewed it. She's probably just she's probably just talking with her team about the answers to the questions, what she can share.
Yeah. She printed that out, put on.
I
her
can't
reading
believe she has a
glasses.
team for this.
She's
That's
putting
crazy.
thoughtful responses to each question.
She got out a cup of Joe.
I think she's from the UK, so instead of booking a flight to Japan for 70, I can book a flight to the UK. No, it's literally a girl who's gonna have sex with 1,000 guys in 24 hours.
So, I saw some comments on the video saying even Lisa Sparks has come out and said like the news was very exaggerated and it was only like 150.
I just mentioned that a little bit ago too, that apparently there's a lot of debate on even if it's real or not. I read a little bit about it. I didn't know Lisa said it though.
That's what a comment said. I did zero research to confirm.
Good. The way it should be. This is the chat. So she has vanish mode on, and I sent that whole list. So now that whole list isn't there anymore. Does that mean does she still have the list, or do I need to double text her and ask if she has the list? Yeah, I know it means she read it, but can she still like?
That's crazy. Honestly, well, they're just gonna probably just ramble on afterwards. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think, in my personal opinion, that is probably the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You know, freaking a girl having sex with 1,000 men in 24 hours. Apparently, it's possible because one girl had sex with 919 guys in 12 hours. Half of that time, she managed to get 919 guys, which is crazy in my personal opinion. I don't know how this is going to work out, but apparently it's going to be in the history books for 2025. In January, apparently, this is when it's going to begin. I don't know how I'd feel if my partner had sex with 1,000 people, in my personal opinion. It doesn't matter if it's guy or girl. I think I'd be a little bit concerned and a little bit flabbergasted, in my personal opinion. But anyways, that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to see this. It kind of popped up on my feed, and I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm being specified as guy or girl because I swing both ways. I'm not gonna say boyfriend. I'm not gonna say girlfriend because I swing both ways. That's why I say partner. But yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. You know, you guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy, jazzy stuff. And yeah, like I said, kind of crazy. 1,000 dudes. I don't know what kind of strategy that she's going to do, but I feel like at least most of them are probably going to be virgins. And if that's true, she can totally blow them off pretty fucking easily. So, because virgins are quickers. So, especially if there's their first time. So, who knows? Who knows? I don't know how she's gonna do it, but we'll see if it shows up in the Guinness World Record, I guess. But anyways, like I said, that's the end of the video, and peace.